Hey, this is Emma from Life&Style, and we are here today with Tyler Henry from Hollywood Medium. Thanks so much for coming today, Tyler.
Of course, I'm happy to be here.
So the last time we saw you was a year ago, and I feel like a lot has changed.
Definitely.
Yeah, with like just the success of your show and like all these new projects that you have. How are you dealing with all of this, like, I guess, like newfound fame now?
Yeah, well, I've just been doing lots of naps. It's been really active. I've had my live shows. I did a 23-city tour this past year. I have my book out now, and we're obviously filming season 4 of Hollywood Medium, so it's been a lot going on, but I'm so thankful every day, and honestly, to be able to talk about it really is important to me, so I'm very thankful.
Very cool. And so how are you dealing with kind of like now, I mean, like, you know, you're used to, you know, talking with all these high profile clients and celebrities, but you're kind of a celebrity now too.
Oh, thank you.
How do you deal with, you know, getting, you know, recognized on the street and all these like social media followers?
Yeah, it's definitely an adjustment. I'll, you know, be at the supermarket trying to find my chicken, and then I'll have someone come up to me and they'll just express, you know, their grief, and it can get a little awkward sometimes. But I like to take a minute with everyone that recognizes me or recognizes the show, and because it's really nice to get to see that impact. But it definitely happens like all the time anywhere I go, so I usually have to be kind of camera ready, or else they're like, you look nothing like what I thought of you in person, so I have to wear concealer, but yeah, it's the only downside.
So you mentioned your projects, and I want you to tell me a little bit more about them. I think the first one is the life lessons that you've learned. So what can fans expect from that project?
Yeah, so I actually have a live show coming up, and we're going to be doing like 23 cities across the country. So it would be a great opportunity to kind of see how this works, the readings, the process in person. Now, the live shows are kind of separated into 2 separate parts. The first part, I just really share a lot of the lessons that I've learned from the other side about what it means to be alive, what's important, what's not. And it just kind of helps the audience understand how I work, which then is helpful when it comes to the reading portion of the show, where I actually go into the audience, I pick people randomly, and I do some readings. So it's a cool way to see it, obviously in an unedited way, and see what happens. So.
You also mentioned that you're going to be doing live readings in a group, which I imagine is really different from like your one-on-one readings.
It is.
How do you prepare for something like that?
A lot of meditation. I basically kind of go into a dark room, usually about an hour before, and I just kind of meditate, listen to music, try to chill, and usually I'll have people kind of coming through before, usually in the hour, and then I'll step on stage, and usually it's like 2,000 to 5,000 people, and I basically just kind of do my speech and go out there and see what happens. But I really am very insistent on validation. I like specifics, I like details, I like facts, and those are really kind of what hits home in these readings. So it's cool to get to share it in like a public platform.
What is the one celebrity that you haven't read yet that's like your dream celeb to read?
Oh, I think Lana Del Rey would be interesting.
Ooh,
you know, she's so
love
mysterious.
her. Yes.
She's like, there's such an allure there. I feel like we don't know much about her
gosh.
personal life, so to see a different side of her would be really cool.
With your clients, we've seen people who are super open to you,
Yep.
and there are some people who are a little skeptical.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that? I mean, because it's like, I assume having that block of energy is hard for you to do your job.
Sure.
So how do you, you know, handle that type of client?
You know, I've dealt with different kinds of skeptics. Religious skeptics, non-religious skeptics. Todd Chrisley comes to mind as someone who went into it totally not a believer, but you know, I stick to my guns. I have to do what I do. Like I said, it's just like being the mailman. I don't write the letters, I just deliver the message. So whether that's for Dr. Drew, a scientific skeptic, or Todd Chrisley, a religious skeptic, the process is really the same. And I'm thankful that people have gone through these transformative experiences. But when it comes to skeptics, I kind of say like, what other people think of me is none of my business. It's kind of the mentality I keep. So I just try to help everyone I can meet, and I do my best.
And so, you know, now that you're continuing to use your gift to help people for season 4, what can you tease for fans? What can they expect from season 4?
So this season has a whole new tier of celebrities, obviously. Rebel Wilson was a big reading this season, but there's a whole list of them that I can't quite say yet. But you know what I love about this season is there really is a behind-the-scenes look that you haven't gotten in any other seasons. You'll see how these readings affect me emotionally. You'll kind of see some of the unique challenges I deal with that people don't even think about. And also for the celebrity side of things, it's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff. So you kind of get to see them getting ready, the beforehand, the after, and it's just like a lot more intimate than the previous seasons. So I think it'll resonate with people even more.
It's so amazing to hear like your story coming from a small town to, you know, being a reality TV star, and then now you have these live shows and you go on this tour for 23 cities doing live shows in front of a live audience. How has that transition been for you?
It's been an adjustment. I've got plenty of airplane miles. I've racked those up, but it's been great. You know, it's just been an adjustment. I try to take it every single day in stride, and I think every single day we can learn something new, and that's so true for what I do. I learn from every reading, every challenge, every struggle, so it's really been a great way to just kind of learn more and share what I do. So I'm very thankful.